I mean, yeah, but I'm based on just, making my money. So it's like when people go through things, they go through things. It is what it is. But
So let me ask, what was it? What was like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
You're 27 now, right? And so what are we doing to get ourselves to a point to where we don't have to rely on anybody else? We're self-sustaining. What are we doing to get to that point? List the one y'all been asking for. He just happened to walk by. We got Shamar here, the infamous, I guess, internet personality that's kind of known for being out here. So what's going on, man?
Not just chilling out here, just walking around, trying to see what's going on, trying to see what's popping in the street. With that, yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Just out here, just walking around.
So listen. So people have been waiting for me to interview you, right? And so I guess are you still home? Are you currently homeless right now?
I mean, yeah, but I'm based on just, making my money. So it's like when people go through things, they go through things. It is what it is. But
So let me ask, what was it that how long have you been in this kind of position of instability, like semi-homelessness or whatever?
For one, I ain't go home by choice, but I went home because of the fact that my mom passed away.
How long ago was that?
Huh?
How long ago was that?
When was that? It's 2019?
2019? I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear about that. So I guess things have kind of been rough ever since then? Okay, so you was living with your mom?
Yeah, I would live with my mom. And that was the time that I was actually just now graduating from high school. So it's based on that I just...
Okay, so you're 24 then. Is that how old you are?
27.
27? Okay, I get it. Okay, so did you graduate from high school late?
No, I graduated early.
Early. Okay. Well, we'll circle that math somehow. All right. Okay. So bottom line is that so you became in this position about 5 years ago. And so, like I've seen that you've kind of had a lot of support at different times and things like that. What would you say the reason is that you're still in this position?
I mean, people go through things. People, you know what I'm saying? They go through shit. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's not all about, being in that same situation. You will get out of that situation at times. So yeah. You will get out of that situation. Me, I will get out of the situation. But
well, I mean, we know you will, but like in other words, I guess some people speculate on like to say like, man, you've gotten a lot of donations and things like that. Has there been like a mismanagement of the money? Like, have you kind of struggled to figure out like how to budget it and all that type of stuff?
No, it's not that. It's just the fact that I gotta save my money. That's all. And the reason why I gotta save my money is because I always get these hotels and shit. Because I don't want to be out here sleeping on the street. That's one thing I don't want to do.
I get that. All right, so we're gonna circle back on that, but real quick. So and so do you have any kids or anything like that?
No.
Okay, have you ever been married?
No.
Okay, so let's just start from the beginning. So where you from?
Just a walk down memory lane. Just know that this was March of 2024, little like over 9 months ago that Shamar was homeless. I like this interview. Shout out to Atlanta Street Interviews. I did show you guys one time in a live stream this video, but I wanted to isolate this conversation to a premiere video that I could share with my community, just letting you guys know I do listen to the comment section. I do hear what you're saying. And I can also point out who are the supporters, true supporters of Shamar, but they're not going to tell him what he wants to hear. They're going to tell him what he needs to hear. And that's because they are genuinely concerned for Shamar, but they don't like his behaviors. I get it. It's not a thing that you don't like Shamar. You don't like Shamar's ways when he gets on his feet, how he talks and treats people. He has to understand that if he doesn't change people, places, and things, the environment that he's currently in, Shamar is going to end up in this situation. And Shamar needs to understand that. You're living for the moment right now, Shamar. You're having people around you for the moment, Shamar, who are trying to do, a come up off of your name, off of your fruits of your labor. They don't truly care about Shamar's well-being, as we all see, but Shamar has to ultimately see it for himself. And I just hope that he pays attention, because I know I'm paying attention. I really was disturbed yesterday when I had showed you guys how he was, calling out to promoters and club owners to remind him to come to his bookings that they paid for, which is business. But that's because Shamar is living in this fantasy world. Shamar doesn't care about nobody. Once he gets that money, I think that he thinks that it's a everlasting, cash flow that's going to happen for Shamar, and that's just a pipe dream. I hope that Shamar really gets that he needs to put in the work, and that he has to put himself first, and he needs to really pay attention to people and places and things that do not serve him, or he's going to end up in this situation again. I don't wish for by March him be back in this situation and somebody catching him on the street wanting to interview him, just not even playing probably, and we see him back in the gutter.
For that's what I just have. I have respect for my sexuality. I don't try people. I don't just go around saying, "Oh, you cute, you this, you that," because you never know what people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to say, yeah, definitely here in Atlanta, right? You gotta keep it cool. But so as far as it goes, I'm trying to figure out, like, so, was that one of the things that you would get like into fights about when you was younger?
I don't even let it bother me.
Okay, so that wasn't the issue. And so, obviously, you're kind of, a shorter guy and everything else. And so, like when you was younger, did anything like ever happen to you, like any type of sexual assault or anything like that?
I mean, I ain't gonna talk about that because it's like it's gonna bring back memories of what happened in school.
Wait, so here's the thing, right? Well, right. I was about to say, I definitely don't want to re-trigger you, right? So I definitely don't want to do that. But we like to go a little bit deeper on this channel, right? We like to understand people, who they are at their core, and what are some of the things that have made them to be who they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, again, without re-triggering yourself, what can you tell us about what did happen? Like, for instance, like what age did it happen?
It happened around it happened when I was, how old it was when I was 21, actually.
Oh, so this happened when you was an adult?
Yeah.
You say at school, though?
Mm-hmm.
What school was you going to at 21?
Bianca.
So you're still in high school at 21? Okay, because when I asked you earlier, you said you graduated early.
Yeah.
Oh,
it wasn't really. No, actually, I said that bad. It wasn't 21. Hell no, it wasn't. It was at the age of what? I would say. How old was I when I graduated? I think yes, it was.
You didn't graduate, I thought.
So did you?
It wasn't 18 or 19. It was actually 21.
So did you graduate late then? That's what I was asking. Like, you graduated later? So, like, did you get held back some grades and stuff like that? No? Okay. Because most people graduate.
I had to be switched over to my home school. Because at that time, people were going to their home school and they was going to, like, school that's out of district.
Okay. Were you ever diagnosed with any type of, like, mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
Yes.
I have a crazy problem.
You have a crazy problem. Okay, but I get that, but I get that, right? But is there an official diagnosis?
I have scoliosis.
Okay, scoliosis. Any type of learning disability, mental illness, anything like that?
I do have disability, but I'm very smart at what I'm doing.
I get it. Is it to the level to where you get like a check every month?
I mean, I do, but then again, just like, hey.
I get it. What age did that diagnosis occur and those checks start?
That been happened already.
So since you was like a kid?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Okay. So
I'll get a check because I'm, you know what I'm saying? I just get a check because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? My mind be just, I have an anger problem, a real bad anger problem.
What type of stuff do you do when you get like real angry?
Like if a person pisses me off, I will get mad. I'm death mode in defense mode. So
ain't gonna bust a grape in the fruit fight.
In defense mode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if somebody, you know what I'm saying, say something to me rude, I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna say something bad. But then when you start popping your
I wish Marco, big Marco, not the little Marco. I really wish Shamar the best of luck. You know, I just hope that history does not repeat itself. You know, I've been these people's age, they never been mine. And I just know from my own experiences, this is only why I can talk on it. Some people talk on life experiences and they're in denial about their own life experiences. You got to get, you know, in touch with oneself in order to be able to relate to others, to even be able to criticize. You have to have said that you walked sort of kind of in their shoes, maybe not to the extent of Shamar, but we really need to take key that there's definitely mental issues going on with Shamar. He does not have anybody as a PR person or a manager to manage him. So we're going to see a lot of trials and tribulations. I just hope that the fall is not greater than the success that he can definitely have going forward in the future if he just cleans up his circle, cleans up his image just a little bit. Don't change who you are, Shamar. I'm not saying that, but just dumb it down. Don't get, you know, too ratchet with it. You can cuss people out without being so, you know, with all the profanity and so forth and so on. You can definitely be a social media influencer with a social media present, social media personality out all the drama.